Greetings, Simon here, Explosive Action, back for another update. This one is a purely explosive action update. There is only action films in this update. If you're here for the horror, I'm afraid there's nothing here for you this time. But if you're here for the action, strap yourself in. It's going to get explosive from here. And we'll start with the DVDs first, and on that pile we start with the Hong Kong films. The first being Close Escape. Haven't watched this one yet. I got it brand new and sealed because it's a Yukari Oshima film. That was the main reason. She kicks ass. There she is. It's gonna be a kicking ass film. I can already tell from all these photos. Yeah, I just know it's going to be some fun Hong Kong action. From what year is this? It was quite late, I think. It's not written on there. It was early to mid-90s, I think. So it's quite late in the game. So anyway, Close Escape. Looking forward to checking this one out with some more Yukari. Now, this is awesome. I went to my very local Salvation Army store. It's literally just up the street. And, oh man, I was stoked. These just arrived in a box. Didn't even make it to the shelves yet. Bunch of Jackie Chan Hong Kong release films and mainland China release films. Subtitled. Widescreen and the longer cuts, not like the the American, the UK, the Australian DVDs and Blu-rays are all the Miramax cuts that are sometimes 15 minutes shorter and dubbed in English. These ones are the real deal. This one is Thunderbolt, and they're really cool covers as well. So this is one of the mainland China ones, which means as much as I'd like Cantonese audio, we've got Mandarin, but it is, as I said, widescreen, uncut, subtitled. So awesome, Thunderbolt. Next one is Who Am I? I haven't seen either of these two before, actually, so this is going to be great. Vintage Jackie. Very happy to get Rumble in the Bronx. Again, as I said, full uncut. Check the length. Matches up with what it should be. Very cool. Rumble in the Bronx. Dragons Forever, which I actually have on Hong Kong Legends, but I wasn't going to be leaving it there. That's for sure. Grabbed them all. Accidental Spy, and that cover is so much different than what you get on the Western release. Makes it look very comedic. This is a different type of thing entirely. Accidental Spy. And then the My Stunts behind the scenes documentary film and My Story. Check those shades. How awesome is that? And these two are interesting because you've got a flipper disc and and a booklet. But the flipper disc is one side the Cantonese version and the other side's the English one. And that was I thought that was quite interesting. So there you go, bunch of Jackie Chan. All that Jackie cost me $15, and I was just absolutely stoked. You could barely contain my excitement as I took them to the counter and didn't even have to wheel and deal at that price. Very happy. I got 3 films from Impact Video, South African company. Legalities, I don't know. It's grey market at best. I don't know, but I don't know anywhere else where you can get things like this. Battle Rats with Corin Sperry. This feels like a Teddy Page film, but it's not. I can't remember the director's name, Ben something. But it's, Philippine jungle action. This one's really awesome. Has a fantastic eye gouging scene too. That's just brutal. And yeah, these are pressed discs. They come out of South Africa, as I said. I've got quite a few of these now. The website is a bit rubbish, and it took about 5 weeks to arrive. With a tracking number, it just takes forever to get stuff out of South Africa. Apparently their postal system just keeps going on strike. So yeah, I mean, as I said, I don't know. Are they grey market? It's hard to tell. This company's managed to get the rights to a lot of things if they are real. The prints are good. That's the main thing. They're not super remastered, but if you're used to like the Japanese VHS, they always seem to be like the source video that might have been used for that VHS before they had the subtitles burned in. So they're a generation up and they look really quite good. So anyway, Battle Rats, and the next one of my favorites, Strike Commando. I figured I should back up my tape. I watched my Japanese tape about 10 times. And yeah, again, the DVD looks just like the tape, but no subtitles and just a bit sharper. So that's why I think it's from the master video used to generate those tapes. So this is an exceptional film, Bruno Mattei, and I'm really kind of hopeful now. I wouldn't have said this before, but with the release from Sverren of Shocking Dark here, and all the other Bruno Mattei zombie and cannibal films, we actually are in a chance now. We're in a position that we might get a Blu-ray of Strike Commando one day, which would just be absolutely outstanding. And the last one, which I got from Impact, and he only had one copy. I was stoked. Blasting Bullets, Eddie Nickart film, and this one's quite mental. It starts off reasonable pace, but by the end he is going the full Rambo revenge and straps, as you can see there, 4 shotguns are just taped together. Just 4 fucking shotguns taped together. Go on a rampage. Good fun film. Blasting Bullets. Highly recommend. Wouldn't be an update without some Asylum. The latest one, Atlantic Rim Resurrection. Of course, it's their rip-off of the sequel to Pacific Rim. Haven't chucked it in yet. It will be awful, but yeah. And the last one, which starts off what's going to be a very large German update in the Blu-rays. Bad Raiders, better known as Land of Doom. Pressed disc from Germany, which is anamorphic widescreen. Haven't checked the print, but I'm assuming it's going to be the same as the burn-on-demand American DVD, which, because it was a DVD-R, I didn't want anything to do with. And here we are with a nice German pressed disc. Post-apocalyptic, fairly B-grade, still good fun. And that's Bad Raiders. This gargantuan pile of Blu-rays here has been trickling in since my last update, where I mentioned that due to the tax laws affecting Amazon, I wanted to get a few orders in before that well was run dry, which it now has. And I did some very large orders, and most of them from Germany. But I'm going to start off here with the UK release, the Eureka title of Iron Monkey. Really, really nice edition, this. Really cool slipcase too. Donnie Yen film from 1993. And some of the best on-screen martial arts you're ever going to see in Iron Monkey. Really good thing. It's got the other cover art underneath. I think it might also be reversible. 2-disc, I think it is. And packed full of features, as you can see there. So Eureka, a really, really good company. They're on the par with Criterion, I think. Good quality stuff. Iron Monkey. This one, well, I never owned this. Terminator Salvation. Now, I saw it in the cinema, and I left feeling very underwhelmed. I saw this really cool edition in the Vinnie's op shop for $2. $2. The Blu-ray goes in the back of the endoskeleton skull there. I thought, look, I'll give it another go. And I did just then. I actually just watched it then. And I still have issues with it, but it was better than I remembered. And then I watched the special features, which I don't usually do. But that made me realize that this is quite a large-scale film with a lot of practical effects. That's what really surprised me. They enhanced a lot of things with CG, but a lot of that stuff was just they made, which was really good. So, Terminator Salvation, not as bad as I remember. Maybe next time I might even like it more. You don't know. See how we go. Vendetta with Dean Cain and The Big Show. I won't admit to knowing who these people are, but the WWE studio has put out a lot of good action films. I'm one of the few guys that really likes watching their films, and I don't know anything about the wrestlers behind them. That's just not my bag. But I like the action films that they put out. They're just simple, 87 minutes long, people get punched, people get kicked, there's guns. It's all I want. I just want a cheap action film, and they're good at doing them. This is Vendetta, obviously a prison violence film, so very cool. Really happy with this one. This is the German edition of Fortress. Really, really nice cover art on that one. I still have the American Blu-ray of this, which was fine. The German edition is slightly longer. Some of the scenes are a bit more gorier, a bit more violence, just a little bit. Having watched it, if you've got the American one and you're happy with it, Wouldn't say there's enough here to really warrant a double dip, but that said, I'm happy with it. The picture quality of the main film is fine. The extra bits drop a little bit, but it's pretty seamless. So yeah, still very happy with Fortress. One of my favourite B actions. It's just awesome. Some Dolph Larceny, also called Maximum Security, I think, in the UK. The only Blu-ray I could find was from Italy, so here we are, the Italian Blu-ray. Really nice. I like these clear cases that are full height, that like Criterion use these as well. So yeah, haven't had a chance to check this one out yet. But it's Dolph from maybe only last year, 2017, I think it is. Really recent Dolph. Obviously English friendly. Yeah, full DTS master audio, full HD. So yeah, proper Blu-ray. Just from Italy, so very cool. Altitude. This one I got from the States. Nice embossed cover. One of the few good things I can say about this one. This film was pretty subpar. Dolph's on the front there, but he isn't in this very much. This is really a Denise Richards film from Starship Troopers. She's trying the lead in an action film. Look, it's okay. It's just pretty by the numbers, and it's a plain hijacking film. Dolph's the bad guy, one of them. Just doesn't get to do much. He spends most of it flying in the plane, and that's a bit sad. But if you see it cheap or whatever, maybe check it out. But yeah, Altitude. Don't rush out to get it. And Dolph Shark Lake. This one snuck out. I don't know what to expect on this. Obviously, we've got Jason Statham's Meg out soon. I'm very much looking forward to that. But yep, Dolph did a shark film as well. Okay, we will check out Shark Lake. Hope for the best. Now we've got a Steven Seagal, Perfect Weapon. Again, yeah, this is a Seagal where he is not much in it. That's probably why he's faded away there in the background. Now, I bought this on DVD, and I thought it was a bit of a laugh. And it's not the kind of thing I would have upgraded, but, as I was saying, got to strike while the iron was hot with this sale and inability to buy it again, maybe, except for via eBay. So it was cheap. It was like €4, brand new, which is about what it's worth. It's not a bad film if you expect some Seagal kicking ass action. I don't know where you've been for the last 20 years, because he just doesn't do that much anymore. Whoever this other bloke is, and I've forgotten his name already. Johnny Mesner, that's right. He's in a few others. He's fine. It's just not a Seagal film. It's weird, though. It's a dystopian future thing, and Seagal is like this, the leader of everything, and corrupt. And very, very weird scenes with him in this. But anyway, Perfect Weapon. It's not bad. It's not bad. Zero Tolerance. Scott Adkins. We've got a bunch of Scott Adkins here. German release again. These are pretty much... I think the rest of this pile is actually from Amazon, Germany. Now, this one I've not seen. I'm not sure what I'm going to be expecting in this. From what I understand, it was I think it was a Thai film. I think it was Thai. And it was having problems with the production, so they filmed some scenes with some Westerners. We got Scott Adkins, you got some Gary Daniels, and then shoehorned it in. So I don't know what this is going to be like. Don't know how prominent their role's going to be. Probably not much. I'm sure it's going to be whoever that is. I think it's Kane Kasuji, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Which is cool if he's in it enough. But no, probably it's going to be this guy. Sahajak Boon Than Aket. I butchered that, I'm sorry. Yeah, I reckon it's going to be him as the star. So we will see. We will see what we get with Zero Tolerance. Might have zero luck, who knows. Incoming. This was interesting. Low budget. Not awful, but nothing exciting at all. And Scott was very underused. It's if you've seen like Fortress 2, a prison in space kind of thing, it's that. The prisoners escape, and Adkins is one of the it's like space cops, basically. He gets a few good kicks in, that kind of thing, but it's pretty average film. Worth a watch, but keep your expectations low. Incoming. This one I've been saving for like a really good day. Payday, but better known everywhere else as The Debt Collector. I've heard that this is really good top shelf stuff. So I'm saving it for a special moment to chuck this one on. Yeah, so it's called The Debt Collector in the States and Australia. DVD only in both those locations. Not sure what's going on in the UK, but as usual, Germany comes to the rescue with a Blu-ray, which makes me very happy. So that's going to be a Debt Collector, aka Payday. Looking forward to that. An upgrade for me here, Eliminators. We got a DVD out here, and here's the blue. This was quite a good one, actually. So definitely worth checking out Eliminators if you haven't seen it. Do love me Scott Adkins films. They're just what I want in an action film. He's a really good modern Van Damme, really. Close Range. This one wasn't too bad. I was a little bit let down, being that it's the classic combo of Adkins and Isaac Florentine. It wasn't as good as like Undisputed 2 and 3. But what really is, those films are pretty awesome. But it's pretty good anyway. Close Range, again, now on Blu-ray. I think there is a US Blue for that. Assassination Games. One of the earlier meetings of Van Damme and Adkins here, sort of opposing assassins. It was actually a pretty cool film. I think the German and there's like a Dutch Blu-ray, I think, are the only ways to get this in high def. So yeah, very cool. Happy to get this one. Upgrade my DVD. Blackwater. This is brand new. So brand new that the American Blu-ray isn't out for like another week. I think it was doing a small cinematic run like right now. Van Damme and Lundgren again, going back to Universal Soldier days. Don't know how much either of them are going to be in it. I'm fairly realistic about these things. You put two big stars like this on the cover and it ends up being some third guy. That's the main star. But, that's fine. I will judge it on its merits, not on what it is missing, as I always do. So, Blackwater, submarine film. Hoping for good things there. This was a really cool find. This is from eBay. The Undisputed box from... Where was this from? Netherlands, I think. I found this. Undisputed 1, 2, and 3 in a nice little box in HD. It's like 28 posted or something like that. Maybe $30 Australian posted. Really good. 3 separate discs. If you like the films, yeah, I recommend it. 1, 2, 3. Really nice little release to get them all in HD. Very cool. Not sure there's many other ways to get the first film in HD. So, yeah, there you go. The Undisputed box, really cool. And the Ultimate Kickboxer collection. This is the 2 newer films we've got here. Kickboxer. Oh, man, the German titles. Oh, what the hell are they called? One's called Retaliation and one's called something else. I don't know. Forgotten the names. But these are the newer ones from last year and the year before, I think it is, where Van Damme plays sort of the mentor role to this bloke, I think it is, Alan Malcy, probably this guy. So I've heard the first one's all right and the second one's better, so that'll be cool. Mike Tyson, yeah. Gina Carano, she's good. So, yeah, looking forward to checking these one out. I'll probably double bill them. Seems like the way to watch them. All right, and the last ones here are all from the same distributor, which is a German company, of course, again, called Classic Cult Collection. These titles put out by this company sometimes vary in quality, and I'm happy to say at least the ones I've checked out from this pile are all proper HD and look really good. Sometimes they're SD upscale, sometimes they're digitally noise reduced to wax figures. These ones are all good. This is American Karate Tiger, better known as Showdown, which is a Billy Blank's take on Karate Kid, and was a lot of fun. I watched this a couple of days ago, and I had never seen it. I have the Laserdisc and somehow just never watched it. It was good fun. The fights were much better than Karate Kid. Karate Kid shits me, to be honest. Maybe that's sacrilege, but those films shit me a bit. But anyway, so yeah, this is the Billy Blanks version. Billy's always awesome. He is restrained until towards the end, third act, and then just starts kicking ass. So yeah, good fun, and the blue is really good. Recommend that one. Lorenzo Lamas, CIA Codename Alexa, and the sequel, CIA 2 Target Alexa. These are little PM Entertainment action films. And that's the good thing also about this company, is they built out the PM Entertainment films. They're just not fussed about what they put out. It's quite refreshing. You wouldn't get an Australian company even bothering with something like this. Germany, though, they'll just try anything. That's good. Quality of these is quite good, too. Upgrading my really, really quite awful Australian DVD, which was a 2-film, 1-disc, really terribly cropped and overly compressed. It just looked shocking. But anyway, here we are with CIA Codename Alexa. This one's got O.J. Simpson in it, that's right. Very cool. Finally getting decent releases. Of course, they're widescreen. Of course, they're English friendly. I will say that for some reason they do them in Dolby Digital Audio, so if you're expecting to be blown away by a DCS HD soundtrack, you will probably not get them. But the picture is solid, and that's the main part. Prototype X-29A, Cyborg Terminator. I haven't seen this film. I sort of just chucked this one in the cart because it looked like cheap late 80s, early 90s cyborg cop kind of stuff. Who knows what I'm going to get. It looks cheap and fun. Prototype X-29A. I think it was just called Prototype on the Australian tape. And yeah, I put it in for a few minutes. The transfer looks great. I'm so surprised. And these things are really cheap. They're like €6-7 to get them from Amazon DE. Not that I can anymore, but some of you others will be able to. And they do show up on eBay and other shops like Grooves Inc. seems to get them in. And they'll last for the update from the same company. Who else is going to put out something like a Michael Dudikoff Blu-ray box set? Seriously. You get Crash Dive, Bounty Hunters 1, 2, Executive Command, and Moving Target. Individual discs, so they're just like ones I just showed you. So Crash Dive, which is not a bad submarine take on like Under Siege. There's a sequel as well, but it's not on Blu-ray. Executive Command, which is again a like another Die Hard on a plane kind of film. This one's pretty good. Moving Target. One's got Billy D. Williams in it. Makes it even more fun. Bounty Hunters 1 and 2. And there we go there. So, yeah, I cannot believe I have a Michael Dudikoff Blu-ray box set that looks good. It just blows my mind that somebody bothered to do something like that. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my explosive action update. I hope you enjoyed. I hope the horror fans are not too turned off by this one. There will be some horror in the next update for sure. They're just waiting in the pile. So, that's all for this time. Hope you all enjoyed. See you next time.